Welcome back to another week of M3 Merge Ministry Mostly Podcast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Luke.
And we are back in the Merge Podcast studio at the Way Church. Again, this will be our third week. We are live, and as you can tell, each week we have stepped our game up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So we're still got some things that
Luke
we're
got a desk.
adding in. Luke got a desk, and we now have this lovely
logo behind us,
which I feel I feel old.
You and my sister have been getting on to me about calling you old. This is why I'm calling you old.
So when I look at that, I think, man, do I really look like that? Like,
nah, bro, you don't look that old.
I mean, one, I do.
You
think
do
I
have the
more,
gray in
well,
the
I think
and the
I
beard.
have more gray than what is in there, but like the eyes, like, man, I need to get some.
I should put some sunglasses on you too.
Yeah, really. But we're getting there. Things are progressing. So thank you for joining. We have last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, we pre-record these things, so I'm not real sure. We had our most viewers, listeners than we've had. Also, we've had our most viewers. We're on YouTube now. The channel is Merge Ministries, I think is the name of the channel. So we've had the most views on there because it was the first time. So that gives us the most views on YouTube as well. So there's a lot of ways that you can listen and support. And also email. We did get another email.
We got another email.
The email is mergeministries12, the number 1212 @gmail.com. We started in 2012. So if you're ever trying to figure out what's the email, mergeministries12. So this email, the person thought that, I don't know why they thought that they didn't sign it, because I said, I'm going to read this and I'm going to say your name. And he's like, you can't do that because I didn't sign it, which is true. He did not sign it. But what he did not realize was that his email says his name.
Has his name. What I know.
So the email, I will read it, and then you probably can figure out who it's from through the email. Daniel Cook is not an athlete. His son Levi is more athletic and better.
So
also,
this can't be from your son,
no,
Levi.
not at all. So we also were talking in the episode with this of the player that got hurt running out on the field.
Yeah.
Also, it was Dre Greenlaw who got hurt running on the field. Love the podcast, guys. Keep up the good work, but never call Daniel an athlete again. Shout out Levi Cook.
Nice. So he kind of signed his name.
I don't know if you can shout out yourself.
Yeah, it would have made more sense if he said, give me a shout out, but he did it.
Right, yeah. He wrote it like,
shout out Levi Cook.
He tried to write it as if he was not himself, that somebody else was giving him a shout out. But yes, it was Levi Cook.
We know who it was.
Decided to hate on his father to tell me that I am not an athlete. But then again,
you're surprisingly athletic, bro.
Well, and if he thinks he's athletic, which he can play multiple sports,
yeah.
Where do you think he got it from?
Oh, he definitely got it from his mother.
Oh, well.
That wasn't where you thought I was going, did you?
Well, I mean, I agree too. She played softball and cheered, but you said cheer wasn't a sport.
I did, and I
she played softball. She also played tennis.
Oh, see, two sports.
Yeah,
two sports and an activity.
Nice.
I'm not sorry, Abby.
Yeah. So we are going to finish. We've been going the past couple of weeks of conversations that we have had, conversation starters.
Yeah.
And there's been two that we haven't purposefully not got to. It's just two left.
Yeah, two left.
One of these will be people will have strong opinions about.
Mm-hmm.
Just know, don't hate us because of our opinion. The other one is, in my opinion, just dumb, but we'll talk about it anyway. So we'll jump into the first one that's going to cause some problems, because I will say I have a child who works at one of these establishments and I have another child who was a server, waitress in college.
Yeah.
So I get it. But the question is tipping. Tipping has become a thing. It used to be tipping was 10% was kind of the standard. Now it's 20%, and now there's some places that even's going to like 30%. And having a large family, there's 7 of us.
That's a lot of money, brother.
Anytime we go out to eat, we would get hit as a large party,
Yeah.
even though we were a family. This past week, we went somewhere, and there were only 5 of us. Well, they charged us automatic gratuity for 5, which I thought, okay, usually it's 6.
Yeah.
But the percentage was weird. It was 16%. So, anyway, that's not the debate. The question is,
what's the debate then?
The question is, do you tip at a place like Dutch Bros? So Dutch Bros, you order, there's somebody standing out there most of the time. They take your order, you drive around to the window, they hand you the drink you ordered, and then they don't ask for a tip, but the option to give a tip is on there.
It doesn't. It kind of feels like they ask it.
They kind of do.
Now the lady or the guy, whatever, who's taking the order out in the drive-thru, they're not saying, would you like to tip? But they do, like, if you order from them, they do the whole, like, they hand you the phone kind of thing, hand you the iPad. Like, do you want to tip? And, yeah, no, I don't. I don't. Dutch Bros is the same as Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, any fast food kind of thing. Starbucks, like any of that. I'm not tipping.
You're not tipping?
If I drive my car through it, or if I got to walk up to the window and order, I ain't doing it. So, not that he knows us or cares anything about our podcast, but if you want some good insight on the tipping culture, as they call it, go check out John Chris' podcast. That joker, he is hard no. I'm not tipping.
No.
I'm like, yeah. They say the tip culture has gotten out of hand. When you walk up to the like counter to order, and when they turn that iPad around, he said, makes me want to slap it. Like, no, I'm not tipping you. I came up here. Now, if you're a server, we had a sit down restaurant. You come take my drink order. You go get it. You take my food order, you go back and get it and bring it to me. If I ask for some ketchup or some butter or whatever, you bring it to me. Let me get a couple lemons, and you bring it to me. Sure, you deserve it.
Okay. Well, what about if you order takeout to, like, Outback?
No.
Let's say you go to Outback, you drive up, somebody brings you your food, hands you your food.
It's no different than fast food at that point.
Okay.
No, I ain't tipping them.
You ain't tipping
I'm
them.
saying, sorry. No, I ain't doing it.
So another thing that
I ain't gonna lie to
debate.
you. I somewhat feel bad if I do go to like a Dutch Bros and there's like your daughter's there. I feel bad a little bit, but I don't do it.
Yeah, I don't tip at Dutch Bros. I mean, that's the same. What's the difference in them and McDonald's? You're driving through the drive-through at McDonald's, and you're not going to tip McDonald's.
Did you just say McDrive-through?
Did I? I'll go back and listen and find
awesome.
out. So those Starbucks, like you're driving through, all they're doing is they're making your drink and handing it to you. So I don't feel the need as well. I don't feel the need to tip in those places. Sit-down restaurant, you bringing me stuff.
They're charging us enough to pay their daggum employees. I don't run a business. So it's easy for me to say that. But.
Well, and then the whole tipping a percentage and that kind of thing, that's something that definitely will people, because there are people that think 20% is the minimum. Like that's where you are, and that's tough.
Who's setting these standards?
That's right, because really it used to be 10% was kind of it, and now it's 20%. And then where does it stop?
Yeah,
like where do we draw the line and go, no, we're not tipping 50%.
Yeah,
I
have a desire to be like a generous tipper.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if I'm going to tip you, and if you did well, like I'm going to give you a little bit more than what I would give you if you weren't good.
Right.
You know. But if it's fast food, any of those kinds of places, if I'm walking up to order or driving up to order, you ain't getting it, brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. If I have to go to the counter and I have to order. Then even a lot of those counter places, they'll call you and you come and pick your food up.
Yeah.
And then you take it back, and it's like, are you going to tip? No, I'm not.
That's right.
So that's the tipping debate. We're not getting into necessarily the percentage and should you tip 10 or 15 or 20 or 30%, but just more.
You do what you need, what you feel like is necessary.
I will say I do tip. We do tip when we go out to eat because we get it, and I've had kids that do that. But there are some places, and that's the debate. It's not should you tip. It's where should you tip?
Where should you tip? Yeah.
Location. So don't hate on us and tell us that tips are what people live off of. We get all that. It's more the establishments that you go to. Where do you tip? Where do you not? So the next conversation, and this is to me is a dumb one. It don't really matter, but
hasn't most of the stuff we argued about a hot dog being a sandwich. He's saying this one's dumb.
Yes.
Dumber than a hot dog and a sandwich.
This one is dumb. If it is Sunday.
Oh gosh, this one has. I agree.
If
this
it
is the
is
dumbest one.
Sunday, and somebody says, I don't even know how, because even phrasing it sounds dumb. Do you want to go to a Clingstones game this weekend, and it is Sunday? Are they talking about the weekend you're currently in? Or are they talking about the weekend that is coming up?
The weekend that's coming up. If it's Sunday and they say this weekend, it's already Sunday. So if they're saying Sunday, do you want to go to Clingstones game this weekend? Let's say it's the 1st. 7 days later, the next Sunday, which would be this coming weekend, is when they're inviting you to go to the Clingstones game. Because otherwise, the fact that we have this dadgum argument is just dumb to me. Because if it's Sunday and you invite me to a Clingstones game and you say this weekend and you talking about today, why would you not say today?
Okay, I agree with that.
If it's Saturday and you're inviting me to a Clingstones game this weekend and you're telling me it's on Sunday, then you should say tomorrow, not this weekend. This weekend implies that it's the weekend that's coming up. And if you said next weekend, that's 14 days.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. So if it's Sunday and I say, hey, do you want to go to a Clingstones game next weekend? You're thinking 2 weeks out.
Yeah.
Man, why? Like, who thinks 2 weeks out? I already think the next day. Like, we got the
That's what I'm wondering. Let me know. Ask me next week, and I'll let you know.
So if it's Sunday and I want you to do something, like it's Sunday morning, and I want you to do something Sunday night, if I said, hey, do you want to go this weekend, you wouldn't think it was that day.
No. I would say I would love to go. And then when you text me that evening, where you at? I'll be like, I'll be there this weekend, like when you asked me.
So what if it's Friday and I say, hey, you want to go to the movies this weekend?
Then that's either Saturday or Sunday in the next 2 days.
So Friday is not part of the weekend.
No, Friday is kicking it off, but the weekend is Saturday, Sunday. So if you said Friday, you want to go to the movies this weekend, or hey, we got a meeting this weekend, then I'm going to say where at what time. And I'm going to be there this weekend because that's within the next 2 days.
So Friday's the cutoff.
Friday's cutoff.
Friday's cutoff.
When it's Saturday and you say this weekend, you're talking about in 7 days.
So if it's Saturday and I say, hey, you want to go to church this weekend, you're thinking I'm talking about 7 days Sunday, not the next day Sunday.
Yeah. Why would you
this weekend?
Why would you say this weekend? Why wouldn't you say
Because it
tomorrow?
is.
Why wouldn't you say tomorrow?
I don't know. Same day I didn't call yesterday, the day
See, I would
after
think,
the day before.
I would think, man, how kind of this guy. He's giving me 7 days to prepare to get my heart right to go to church.
You need 7 days to prepare to get your heart right.
This guy is so kind. And
You
then
need it.
I'm gonna show up the next week and you're gonna be like, I invited you last week. And I'm like, no, you didn't. You invited me for this Sunday.
So we have established, Luke, Friday's the cutoff to use this weekend for this weekend.
That's right.
Saturday, you should either say do something today or tomorrow. If it's Sunday, you should say, hey, let's do something today if you're wanting today. But if it's Saturday or Sunday, or you say this weekend, you're referring to 6 or 7 days away.
No doubt.
All right. So if you feel strongly about that, as Luke does, because he apparently does, and I apparently don't, let us
Finally.
know. Yeah, I'm just like,
So
whenever I just look at you and say, you mean tomorrow or you mean next week?
See, that's probably what I'd do also. If I'd be honest, I'd be like, when you say this weekend, do you mean tomorrow or do you mean next weekend? Speaking of the why do you care? Last night, my nephew, or by the time you're watching this, it's not going to be last night, but the other night, my nephew had they had a choir, I don't know if it's called concert program, whatever it's called, at Calvary. And so he's in what they call academy, which is 5th and 6th grade. And then they had the middle school and the high school all had like a performance.
They call their 5th and 6th grade academy.
Academy, yeah. Oh,
Wow.
5th and 6th is academy. Then you got middle school, which is 7th and 8th grade. Then you got high school, 9th through 12th. That's not the point of this, Daniel.
That's weird.
I don't care.
I'm just wondering. I've never heard somebody call 5th
They
and
don't
6th
have
grade
they don't have
academy.
room in like the elementary school to have all of them. So them being separate, I guess they just came up with something cool like
anyway.
academy. So my
That's
point
not
is
cool. But anyway,
something cool like academy. My point is
not
it's cool. I mean,
the
again,
next debate. Keep
again,
going.
why do you care? Who cares?
Keep going.
Anyways, we're sitting there and we're waiting for the show to begin, and my brother-in-law asked his wife, "Is a hot dog a sandwich?" And her response was, technically, based on the buildup of what it is, technically it would be a sandwich. However, I'm not going to call it a sandwich. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm arguing hard, and then you said, a truck, a car, a van
Right.
is all a vehicle.
Right.
And I was like, man, there's nothing for me to say against, I can't defeat that.
Is he going to say it?
So I'm going to say
Is he going to say it?
a hot dog is indeed a sandwich.
Wow.
However, by the technical definition, I concede a hot dog is a sandwich.
Wow.
But until like Subway and Firehouse and sandwich shops, Jersey Mike's, Jimmy John's, I'm trying to think of any other sandwich.
Firehouse.
When they start serving hot dogs, I'll say, "Hey man, let me get a sandwich," and then you say what kind, and then I'll say hot dog. That's how that'll go.
I'll take it.
But until then,
I'll take it.
I'm just gonna stick with calling it a hot dog.
I mean, you can call it what you want as long as you know what it is.
Yeah.
Is
I'm with you. I concede.
So before we get to the second part of the podcast, and we're talking about controversial things. I had a pastor one time say that. So in the church world, you deal with people that pass away, and that's part of the ministry and part of the job, I guess you could say. Is it correct to say, and this was his words, that I'll just make up a name, Susie Davis expired last night?
Ooh. I think I understand where they're trying, like where they're coming from, trying to say it in a. No, bro. I don't think you can say expired. Like
this comment was made from the pulpit one time too.
Even worse.
So and so expired last night.
Can we just say passed away? Like went to be with Jesus? Like
their date come and gone. So like when something hits that date, it expires. Their date was when their date was, and they're no longer here. So
yeah, I'm out.
They
on
expired.
That. I don't think I'm gonna use that one. Good for you, bro. Speaking of that, this is another question that I don't know how we hadn't thought of this one. Expiration dates on food. Imagine that, me bringing up something about some food. Do you like hold to the expiration date, or are you gonna eat it, drink it, whatever, even after expiration date?
That's tough because it depends on what it is.
That's my answer too.
Right.
Like milk, I'm a hard stop on the date.
See,
that's
I'm
on
not.
the thing.
If it smells good and still tastes good, I'll drink some milk.
My wife informed me the other day that the manufacturers put those on there for people like Luke, that they see the date and they'll pour it out and go buy more because the FDA don't even make them put the dates on the stuff.
Really?
Like on the like milk in particular, but
Right.
there's a lot of food that manufacturers put on there so that you'll buy more and not it's not harmful for you.
Right. Yeah,
Because like if you drink sour milk, it ain't gonna hurt you.
right.
Like the point of the FDA putting stuff on there would be that this is gonna be harmful to you.
Right.
Like it's not. So I'm kind of changing a little bit. Like
Well, like with
I drank some
chocolate,
sour milk one time and it got me, and I was like, I'll never do this again.
with chocolate, they say as long as it's not gray, because we have a snack bar at church, and sometimes some candy bars sit there. But they say as long as it's not gray, but when it starts turning gray, you gotta get those. But like chips
Yeah.
can get past the expiration.
We found
Canned
some
goods
chips.
were fine.
I can't remember where we were. We were cleaning out. Oh, I know. Remember, we were cleaning out one of the Sunday school rooms, and there was a bag of chips that was 7 years expired. Not like there was no date on there of like, hey, this is the sale by.
Right.
You know, like
right,
it
right.
was
Yeah.
expiration date. So they opened the chips, and they're like, who's gonna eat them? Who's gonna eat them? And I'm like, I'll eat them. Like,
It's a chip.
so I took a bite of it, and it was incredibly stale. But there was nothing wrong with it.
It's not gonna
And I'm
kill ya.
still here.
Yes, it just depends.
I
Depends on the food.
I
Like,
should
if
have
it-
pushed that a little further to get some money out of that.
You should have took a bed or something. Yeah, it depends. Just depends on the food. If it smells, obviously not.
Yeah.
If it's stuff that has probably dairy or things like that in it, probably be a little more cautious. But for the most part, just depends.
Oh, man.
So we're going to the other day. We were at a top 10 banquet for Colby. Made the top 10% at Central.
The top 10%, a little different now.
Yeah,
That's
top
45 people.
top 10%. And on the little form, I don't know what we were talking about because it wasn't on the form because we were already there. We started asking if we knew what RSVP stood for.
We got to talking about some of the empty tables, and the
Oh,
question was, we had the RSVP? How do they not know how many
Right.
people to set up for? And so with that, a young lady at our table asked, "What does RSVP stand for?"
And we all just kind of looked at each other.
There was only one person
Only-
at the table that knew what it meant. That would be your wife.
And that would be Abby. She knew the last three for sure. And you took French.
Yeah, respondez s'il vous plaît.
Responde. I don't think it's day. It's D-E-Z.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that how you
respondez.
spell day?
Yeah. Responde.
I say des.
Yeah,
Respondes.
that's how we would say it, but that is not correct. Respondez s'il vous
So
plaît.
RSVP.
My French accent was terrible, and I got in trouble for that a lot. But I did take some French. Respondez s'il vous plaît.
Respondez s'il vous plaît. So that's what that means. So it made me think, what are some abbreviations that are out there that we say all the time, and do we know what they
Have
mean?
no clue what they mean.
So we made a list, and I'm going to put some of these in the description so you can be honest. Don't go look it up, but you can look to see, did you know what these mean?
The first one, after that, and we kind of had this conversation like, well, we'll do that on the podcast. Daniel asked me, like, what does NASA mean? And my dumb self started out with nautical. And after I said it, I was like, I think it's got something to do with water or boats.
So NASA, and I added some at the very end or in the middle just so I would know some. I do not know very many of these.
Me either.
I do not know. NASA, I do not know what NASA stands for.
Me either.
Wow.
Have you looked it up?
I mean, I got a computer in front of me. Let's see. NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration.
I think I said nautical, aeronautic, I don't remember what the rest was, but I got the aeronautics. Is that what you say?
Aeronautics, and I'm probably gonna mispronounce a lot of these, but it's okay. So 3M, the little sticker things, I guess that's what that is. 3M.
I remember someone asking me that, and I was like, I ain't got a clue. What? I just thought 3M sounded cool.
Metal.
And they were like, obviously it stands for something. So the only thing I remember from that conversation is Minnesota is in there somewhere.
Really? So I was wondering if it has something to do with what it sticks to.
I don't know.
Metal, mesh. No. Interesting. Minnesota, mining and manufacturing company.
See?
Has nothing to do. Ain't they the stickers?
Yeah.
Like the things you hang stuff with?
I mean, they have more than just that. Like they make all kind of stuff.
Mining manufacturing company. I would not think.
I wouldn't think it would be mining.
Right. I wouldn't think.
I think they probably shifted to the manufacturing part because they have like
the mining business.
They have like masks. They have the gloves. They got all kinds of stuff. 3M does.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I think they got like medical equipment. Like it's all kinds of stuff.
I definitely would have thought it had something to do with the way things are hung or things that they stick on. BMW. British Motor Works.
Sounds good to me.
We probably really should know some of these. BMW stands for, I don't really know because nobody wants to tell me. What does BMW stand for? Moo. Bayershire.
I never would have guessed that.
Bayershire. Probably not saying that right. Motorin Work. Werke.
So that is not American.
Definitely. It's German for Bavarian Motor Works. Oh, well, it's two different ones. I don't know why they give us two things there. So are you looking at the list here?
Yeah.
See one that you know, and you said you know CVS.
Oh, yeah. Consumer Value Store.
Really?
It really is.
Consumer Value Store.
And now it's called CVS Caremark. Caremark is another company that merged with them.
Yeah.
But I literally, when I worked at CVS for a little while, one of my buddies in high school, his dad is he was a store manager. I don't know what he does now. He may still be a store manager, but I think what he does is go to different stores and kind of revitalize them. But anyways, in order to work there, you go through the training or whatever, and then you take a test. And the only question on the test that you like that has to be correct, you got to have a certain percentage, but everybody has to get the first question correct, which is what does CVS stand for? And as she's going through all this stuff, bro, I'm sitting there like I'm creating all kinds of C words that are not right. I got value store. I'm like customer.
Care. So what is it?
Consumer Value Store.
See, I would have thought it had something to do with care because when I think CVS, that's where we used to get our medicine.
Yeah.
So I would think it has to do with care, vascular system, or cardiovascular system.
Hey, there you go. And then the next one, WWF.
I know what that stands for.
World Wrestling Federation.
World Wildlife Federation.
Yeah, so I remember when I was alive, when they changed from WWF to WWE.
Right.
And I didn't understand the why. Like, I was young enough to not understand what the lawsuit meant and none of that stuff. But as I was typing some of these out, I'm like, I know WWF sued WWF.
Right.
Because they had the same acronym, and now it's WWE, and obviously the other WWF won. But I was like, I don't even know what that stands for.
Yes.
World Wildlife Federation, you said?
World Wildlife Federation.
Interesting.
They do something with panda bears. Probably do something with more, but I think there was a big deal with panda bears. Or
Panda bears.
Or panda bears is their mascot maybe. But I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
One that I should know, probably we'll fumble through, ESPN, Sports Network. I don't know, Eternal Sports. network.
See, I thought like entertainment,
But
I have no idea what the P
network?
would stand for.
Program? Ports.
Oh, the SP is together.
It's together.
Like the SVP and RSVP. SVP just stands for s'il vous plaît.
Right.
So it's like SVP.
Nah. This makes more sense.
What is it?
Entertainment and Sports Programming Network.
I said program, but
Programming.
network didn't make sense to me saying program, so
Programming
network, whatever.
Entertainment
That's awesome.
and Sports Programming Network. Oh, that says it originally stood for when it was launched in 1985.
What does it stand for now?
I don't know.
They shift that a little bit?
I don't think so. I think they just now, instead of saying, maybe when they first started, they were the Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, and then they just went to ESPN. ESPN. So,
what does AT&T stand for?
Something telecommunications.
I'm pretty sure one of them T's is telegraph.
Telegraph.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know about telegraph.
I'm pretty sure, bro.
They've been around.
That's why they only call it AT&T now.
They've been around that long?
I think so.
No way. Oh.
See?
Oh.
Am I right?
Yes.
Is it the first one or the second one?
The second one. So what's the first T stand for?
I'm just going to guess telephone.
Telephone. So the A? I mean, this is an easy one.
Oh, American.
American. Yes. American Telephone and Telegraph Company.
See? I knew there was telegraph in there.
When did they start?
That's a good question. Look that up.
AT&T starting.
There's a lot of these things that stand for something.
Holy cow.
What?
No wonder. 1885.
Goo.
The AT&T company was formally incorporated on March 3rd, 1885 as a subsidiary of American Bell Telephone Company. Dang. That's pretty good.
That's awesome.
I mean,
there's a lot of these things that stand for something that you know what the acronym or abbreviation means, so you don't really you don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what the company is, CVS. Like, who cares what CVS stands for? If I need to get my medicine.
That's where I go get my medicine.
Yeah, that's it. So
if I had something on my telephone, I call AT&T.
There's some of these that I had no clue they even stood for something. Like EPCOT. I'm not a big Disney guy. Like, I'm not against Disney. I'm just like, I think I went when I was in like 8th grade.
See, EPCOT, it's something of tomorrow.
See, I thought EPCOT was just this word. I didn't know what it meant.
No, because I like
But
Disney.
It does stand for something.
It does, because they were trying to build, like, the lifestyle of tomorrow was supposed to be the whole EPCOT bubble.
Everyone's personal city of tomorrow.
See,
That's what it is.
I knew the function. Now that I think about it, I remember reading about.
That's not it. I just made that up.
Is it? I was about to say.
You thought I was being
I thought you knew what you were talking about.
No, we gotta look that up.
EPCOT meaning it's something of community of tomorrow. Experimental. Prototype community of tomorrow.
That's scary.
Yeah, so he was wanting to build like obviously the community of tomorrow, and it was all supposed to be housed in the bubble and all that kind of stuff. So that's what EPCOT stands for.
What about WD-40?
Hold
on.
WD-40.
We've talked about your lack of handyman skills.
Correct.
Do you know what WD-40 is used for?
Oh, yeah, you put it on squeaky stuff.
There you go, and then it stops squeaking.
So it stops squeaking.
Nice.
I didn't know WD figured it stood for something. Probably it's got what they're going to say is 40 different uses, or it's made up of 40 different somethings.
See, that's good thinking.
But it's not?
No. It is water displacement 40th attempt.
Oh.
So...
Dang.
It took them 40 tries to figure out something that would remove the rust and displace the water, because that's what's causing the squeaking. I did look that one up beforehand when I typed in WD-40 on accident.
Look at them. Trial and error. You messed up. It took them 40 times, but on the 40th time, they got it, and now they are bajillionaires.
And there's some spiritual emphasis on that. Sometimes we try and we give up, and God still has stuff for us to do.
That's fair.
This week in our Bible study, we're talking about Joshua, and in chapter 13, it kind of shifts from the battles to like now they're kind of dispersing the land, and it starts with, I think it's funny that the Bible does this. It says Joshua was old and advanced in years, and God said to him, "You are old and advanced in years."
In case you didn't know, kind of like my picture. You look at it and go,
Daniel,
yeah,
you are
you're
old and advanced in years. And the point that I'm attempting to make is that he then tells him, like, you're not done.
Right.
Like, I'm not done with you. There's still more land to be secured, if you will. But before we get into the rest of that, hey, this is how y'all need to split this up. But I bring that up with the WD-40 just because it's easy for us as humans to just kind of quit when things get difficult. Yeah. And it took them 40 tries. I wonder how long it took to get those 40 tries, because they're mixing the stuff up. They're spraying it. It's not working.
Got to wait to see if it works. Didn't work. Come back again. Try it again. So that's interesting. WD-40. So I added some on here that I knew. USPS.
United States Postal Service.
UPS.
United Parcel Service.
Is that it?
I don't know. I think
sounds right. I
know it's parcel service, but I don't know if United is correct.
Oh, that's not the one I want. That's not, that one talked about the power supply. United Parcel Service is correct.
I thought it was
FedEx. And I don't know if I'm assuming FedEx has a meaning.
I don't know.
Because surely somebody, like, it's got to be something express.
Federal Exchange.
Or FedEx stands for Federal Express.
Oh!
So FedEx is one.
I said exchange. I was wrong. FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation. I got
JFK.
FDR.
What? JFK.
FDR.
They can't stand for FDR.
John F. Kennedy.
LBJ.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Yep. See, look at there. Oh, here's one.
VHS. What the heck does that mean?
I have no idea. Video
housing store
handling system.
Sounds better than mine.
What'd you say?
Video housing something.
Video home system.
That's it?
That's it. Video home system, VHS. Supposedly, and I put it on here, I didn't look it up, NERF supposedly stands for something. Like a Nerf gun?
I saw that on like a video or something. Yeah, Nerf does stand for something. Something about the plastic and how it goes back to its form.
How it goes back to its form?
Yeah, like if you squeeze a Nerf ball, it goes back to its original form. It don't, like, you can't crush it.
Does NERF stand? Maybe it don't stand for it don't stand for something like the N, the E, the R, and the F.
I thought it did. I mean, there was a video I synced that did that.
Well, so far in my study, see, we didn't want to. There's no way to really to do this without not looking at them. So if you're like, wow, y'all really were not prepared, it's because we didn't.
Non-expanding recreational foam.
Really?
Yeah. See, I seen that. I seen a video on that one.
Interesting.
Non-expanding recreational foam. This is not for pro use. This is all for rec stuff.
So then the Pez. I'll let you look up Pez. Oh, wait. So in Spanish, Pez means alive fish. But the name is derived from a German word for peppermint, actually.
Really? Were the original Pez is peppermint?
I reckon.
Interesting.
Pfefferminz, P-F, however you say this in German, P-F-E-F-F-E-R-M-I-N-Z.
A couple of these that you added, like you mentioned, we want to have some on here that we do know.
Right.
ASAP, as soon as possible.
As soon as possible.
FYI, for your information.
Right.
TBD to be determined. I thought NATO, and I was like, I'm not putting that on there because I should know what it means, and I don't know what it means.
National Organization, National something Treaty Organization, National Alliance and Treaty Organization. Is that right?
Probably. And
Oh,
then,
you didn't look it up?
Oh, yeah, I'll look it up. And then I'm looking at some of these, and I'm like, here's the other problem is I don't even know what these things do. Like, I don't know what these are for.
It was not National Alliance. It was North Atlantic
North Atlantic
Treaty Organization.
But it makes me feel a little bit better that you didn't fully know what that was either.
Yeah, I know. I knew SCUBA stood for something. Underwater barometric something maybe.
So these are the ones I put on here. Things you didn't know were acronyms.
Right.
So like Yahoo. Obviously, I looked these up, but I don't remember what a lot of them are. But I think I remember that one. Let me see if I can find it again.
So while you're looking for that, SCUBA, I knew SCUBA stood for something. Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
So Yahoo is yet another hierarchical. Is that hierarchical?
Oh.
Operational. Official. Yet another hierarchical official oracle. I still don't know what that means.
What does that mean?
Hierarchical. Hierarchical.
Oh.
I don't know. So I'm thinking like they just Yahoo.
Yeah,
I just thought it was like fun. Like yeah, that sounds good. And then GEICO is another one. Insurance. So I thought
General Insurance Company Organization.
This blew my mind. It's government employee insurance company.
Oh wow! I guess they decided to
It is no longer that.
no longer a government employee.
Yeah, but that one kind of blew my mind. I had no idea that it meant anything. Nor did I know that the SEALs, like Navy SEALs, stood for something. I don't remember what that one is either. But I just thought like SEAL, they're the water guys, like, or maybe like SEALs are stealth or something. Like, I just thought that's what it meant, but apparently it means something too.
Let's see. Yeah, I didn't think they called them that because they swim in water. Sea, air, and land. Navy SEALs. They're trained in the sea, air, and land.
I feel like I should have known that, but I didn't.
That's funny. Well, then there's a few more, and we're getting close to the end. Laser, TASER, IKEA. There ain't even no telling what IKEA stands for.
See, I thought IKEA was like a
just a different name.
Yeah, like what is it? Swedish?
Swedish.
I thought it was a Swedish name or something.
Yeah.
Apparently, that's not. It's
I do gotta see what IKEA, because people be hating on IKEA, and we've shopped at IKEA before, and they talk about their quality of stuff. Oh wow. Acronym for the founder's initials and the location of his childhood home in Sweden. Avgar.
Ingvar. Camprad.
Eltrad. Ardengrad. Everything ends with rad. Rad. So that is IKEA.
So TASER is Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
What was the other ASER on there?
Laser light amplification by stimulated emissions of radiation.
See, none of this stuff. I thought they just
dude, what they should
made up cool names for it.
What was the TASER? What did you say the TASER was?
Thomas A. Swift's electric rifle.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that. They shouldn't use it as TASER. They should say, if you don't stop, I'm gonna Tom Swift and electric rifle you. Stop, or you'll be Tom Swift with his electric rifle.
I agree. That's fantastic.
Because they do, when they test you, they say TASER, TASER, TASER. What if they said Tom Swift and his electric rifle?
Tom Swift and his electric rifle.
By then you're like, just shoot me already. Let's get it over with.
All right. Speaking of acronyms, I'm gonna give you a situation. Then I'm gonna give you the response to said situation as the abbreviation of the first letter of each word. You got to tell me what your mom would say, okay?
Oh, boy.
So you ask your mom, think of you being a kid. You ask your mom if you can get McDonald's. And she says, WDGMM. WDGMM.
WDGMM.
Yeah.
So I say, Mom, can I get some McDonald's? And her sentence is WDGMM.
Your mom might not have said it quite like this. She might not have been as hood.
GMM got mo money.
You're close. Got McDonald's money.
We ain't got McDonald's money.
Yeah, we don't got. It could have been A. We don't got McDonald's money. All right, so similar situation.
Right.
You're asking her if you can eat out tonight anywhere. Like, can we go out to eat tonight? And she says WGFAH. WGFAH. If you need to type that, that'll help you. WGF.
Let me be able to see that.
AH.
WGFHH.
AH. Like Apple.
We done got at home. We done ate at home. WDGAH.
WGFAH. You got the AH right.
WDF.
WGF.
Dang. We got food at home.
We got food at home.
Dang, if I have the right letters, it makes more sense.
All right, last one. I couldn't think of no other ones. I'm sure there's videos about this. But
right.
I didn't look at none of those. All right, you're standing in front of someone watching TV. This happened.
You ain't made of glass. Your dad's not a glass maker.
Was your daddy a glass maker?
I was thinking the other one could go, I brought you into this world,
I'll take you out of this world.
Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Quit running in and out of my house.
You're right. So
were you raised in a barn?
That's right. So
sorry,
if you knew more than we did, please tell us that you were smarter than us and you knew them and we did not. I will list these in the description so you can look at them ahead of time. But if you're listening to them by now, we already heard the answer.
There was a few we didn't go over. We'll put in the description and you tell us if you know what they are.
Right. So you can always email us mergeministries12@gmail.com. Website is merge-ministries.com. You can check out stuff about camp, find ways to give. But if you need to take away from the day, you think, wow, I just listened to those guys. WD-40.
WD-40.
Took 40 times to get it right. But on the 40th time, they got it right, and now it works. And in life, sometimes we have to make mistakes. We fail. God's always there to pick us up. As long as what they say, it's not failure until you quit.
Not failure until you quit, baby.
So WD-40 got it right eventually. Whatever is going on in your life, hang in there. If it's the first time, you only have 39 more times.
39 more, baby.
Hopefully you're like WD2 and not WD-40.
Yeah.
But if it takes 40 times, it takes 40 times. So we hope you enjoy your week. We will post again next Tuesday. Check us out on YouTube as well if you want to know what we really look like. Which, if you're on podcast or if you're on Spotify, you can go to YouTube and really see what we look like, and then see what this horrific picture makes me look like. It makes me like I'm like 60. So we hope you have a good week, and we will catch you next week. And
See
as
you
Luke
bye.
always says, see you bye.